Welcome to the Store Manager Academy. We are in week 1, lesson 9. We're going to talk about holding morning and evening huddles. Hi, I'm Stephen Farrell. I will be conducting today's training. A lot of companies get this concept wrong. A lot of companies don't even execute morning huddles or train their managers to hold morning or evening huddles. But the ones that do, most of them are not doing them properly. And at the end of the day, they're just wasting your time and your employees' time. I am going to tell you right now that holding a daily morning huddle and an evening morning huddle is one of the most important things you can do as a manager if you want to build a high-performance team, if you want your store to be profitable, if you want to hit your sales goals almost every single day, get the tasks done that you set your team to complete, done on time every single day, and have happy customers. If you want to accomplish this as a manager, you are going to have to hold effective huddles morning and evening, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Let's first go into the makeup of a huddle, okay? It's really simple here. You need to get everyone on the team into the huddle. I don't care if they're an accountant. I don't care if they're working in the back room and receiving. I don't care if they're working on the sales floor or in a different department. Every single person in your store, you've got to get them, you need to get them together on the same, in the same room, whether it's on the sales floor, in the back room. I don't care where you have the huddle, but get everyone together and just do a quick, anywhere from 5-minute to 10-minute huddle. Don't go past 10 minutes because you will lose your team. The only time you want to go past 10 minutes is maybe when you're getting ready for your Black Friday rollout, right? When you got a big sale going on and you need to really hash out the details with your team. That's when that's called a meeting, not a huddle. Make sense? So we're talking about a huddle. Get everyone together, it doesn't matter what department they're in, get them into the huddle, and you are going to be laser focused on the goals at hand, the tasks at hand, and you're also going to talk about the wins from the day before, from the week before, sometimes a month before. You want to connect the good behaviors and actions of your team with the results, right? If you hit your sales goal last week of $250,000 and you're holding a huddle Monday morning, you need to talk about how you guys actually hit the $250,000 goal. So you're going to call out individual associates that help make that happen. Number one, you'll talk about the associates that actually were on the floor upselling. Then you're going to talk about the associates that created that in-store experience, that made it a fun experience for the customer, so the greeter at the door, the associate at the cash register. Then you're going to talk about the people that are in the back room that are never seen. You're going to talk about how their execution of getting the product received and tagged quickly and pushed out to the floor is what helped make this experience for this customer possible. It's what helped make the store profitable and hit their sales goals. I hope that makes sense to you. You need to connect associates' behaviors, associates' actions to the end results, good or bad. You want to stick to the positive, but if you're not really hitting your goals on a regular basis, you need to talk about it. You got to say, team, we haven't hit our sales goals in a month, okay, or 2 weeks, or 6 months. Why do you think that is? And you'll have people raise their hand and say, well, Stephen, I don't think we have enough product. Or, Stephen, I don't think there's enough people on the sales floor. We can't handle all the traffic. Whatever those answers are, you want to address them appropriately, sometimes privately, but you need to tie the end result to your employees' behaviors and actions. So you need to say, okay, well, if you don't think we have enough, I agree with you. We don't have enough people on the sales floor. So how do we make the best of what we have right now? How do I take Mrs. Jones that walks in the store and who's only planning to spend about, $100 on their transaction? How do I get Mrs. Jones to complete her purchase and end up spending $450? Maybe she came in for an iPhone, but she walked out with all the accessories: screen protector, a phone protector, car charger, an extended cable, and an extended warranty, and she only came in for the phone, right? We need to get that transaction up higher. We need to add more to the sales ticket, because if we do that, team, if we hit our sales goals, we're going to be able to bring more people in to help out. And as we exceed those sales goals, we're going to have a lot more people in all departments making this a well-oiled machine, hitting our sales goals, hitting our profit goal, so everyone's happy at the end of the day. It's really important that you tie in the end result with your team's behaviors, with their actions. That is probably the most fundamental part of a huddle. Now, again, if you want to have the perfect shift where you're hitting your sales goals each day, getting your tasks done on time, and having customers walk out happy, you tie all those together. You give specific examples of what great customer service looks like to you, and who provided that great customer service. You're going to give specific examples of what great upselling looks like to you and who did it. You're going to provide great examples of what it takes to get tasks done on time and who did it, right? You're going to continue to go down that path. Every metric, everything that you're measuring and trying to accomplish in your store, you need to talk about it. You need to celebrate. You need to reward and recognize. Buy a handful of gift cards at the first of every month, or maybe the first of every week. Just $5 gift card to Starbucks, $5 gift card to Subway, whatever it is. And when you have some of these really big wins where you hit your sales goals for that day, despite having as many call outs as you did, and despite the low customer traffic, you guys got it done. You hit your goal. Reward your team. Maybe just buy them a bunch of Little Caesars pizza the next day. But you need to make sure you recognize them in the huddle, and then actually recognize them with small gifts when you feel it's appropriate. And it's definitely appropriate to do that. A small gift card, $5 gift card, will go a long ways for you. Trust me. So that's the morning huddle in a nutshell. You also need to recognize and not forget about your evening people. I see so many managers, they get excited, they have a great huddle in the morning, everybody's there. No, they're not helping any customers because it's so early in the morning, and then come evening time, they take their hat off and they get out of town, right? They do not hold the huddle in the evening. It's very important that you do that, and it's also difficult, right? Because you can't get your whole team off the floor to do a huddle in the evening because you have customers. That's your busy time, right? We call that show time in many businesses, when you have a lot of customers getting off of work and they're coming to shop at your business. So you've got to realize that you will need to hold 2 huddles in the evening. You take half your team in one huddle, and you leave your skeleton crew out there to take care of customers. Remember, 5 minutes, 10 max, and then you swap them, right? After you've done that huddle, that 5-minute huddle, you send them to go grab, every person go grab 2 people and send them back. They're the skeleton crew now on the floor. You hold that second 5 to 10 minute huddle, and you just do this the last half an hour to an hour before you leave. Sometimes you might have an early day, so you get your assistant manager or night manager or operations manager to do the huddle. So you want to make sure you train them on this very concept. Get them to watch this video. You need them to understand how to hold a huddle. Let them do a few of them, and critique them here and there. And once they get it down, then you can have them hold the huddle. But it needs to be done day and night, morning and evening, sometimes more. Maybe in the business that you're in, you have 3 rotating shifts. Maybe you've got a overnight stocking crew. Get that operations manager to hold a huddle at night before you guys get into work. A lot of people just put on their aprons, and their name badges, and they grab their radio and their scanner, and they hit the floor and they start working. And then the manager comes and checks in on them, sometime later on in the evening. That is incorrect. Do not let your night managers, your operation managers, I don't care what manager shift leads, get them to hold a huddle with the entire team before they start their shift. Maybe you've got people starting at 9:30 p.m. and then you have a group that comes in at 10:30 p.m. Guess what? You're doing 2 huddles. Your manager's going to do 2 huddles. You've got to get everybody on the same page. And that is how you're going to accomplish your goals. That is how you're going to start building a high-performance culture, which helps you build a high-performance team and help you run a profitable business. Thanks for watching this segment. Appreciate your time. Get out there, hold those huddles. I'll be providing a huddle to this training, a huddle form. My apologies, not a huddle. We'll be doing a huddle form that you'll be able to download in the training documents, and then you can just make small tweaks here and there and adjustments. You can see a sneak peek down below or left or right of this video, but you should be able to download it in the paid version of the Academy. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next lesson, lesson 10, talking about coaching in the moments, the do's and don'ts. You're going to love this lesson, and I'll see you on the next video.
Come on.